Hello everyone, welcome. Today is very exciting. We are diving into a completely new brand. And this is by, I guess you can say, a celebrity, but also more than anything, a professional makeup artist. And one thing about brands from professional makeup artists, they always do it right. I cannot think of one brand by professional makeup artists that hasn't done incredibly well and has really great formulas. I'm just gonna be 100% real with you. I'm not feeling my best today. I don't feel very well. So if my energy does dip in and out, I've just really had to force my happiness today. I'm not feeling good, but I really wanted to try this. I knew I was trying it today, so I really wanted to do it. And yeah, when I'm not well, I always just think about the days when I had to go into beauty retail not feeling very good, and then I remember this is my job and I get a grip. So we are looking at the new makeup brand by Hung Vanngo, who is a celebrity makeup artist, incredibly talented, just like wild. And the reason I love brands from makeup artists is because they have experienced everything, right? They've experienced every kind of skin tone, every kind of skin type, everyone of every age. They've experienced having to do editorial, different lighting settings, red carpet, just regular. I'm sure their mums asked them to do their makeup before. You know what I mean? They've experienced everything. So they have, I guess, expertise that is very valuable when it comes to making a makeup brand. That's why I don't like a lot of makeup brands that are just launched by some guy, Makeup Revolution, for example, who have to steal from everyone else. Okay, let's be shady. So I was very lucky. I got to choose some products to be sent to me. I chose the blue and the purple eyeshadow palette. This blush and bronzer, is it 2 blushes? We'll have a look at them, and some lip products, but we'll go through them and see what we are going to do. Sorry to be crass, but you know here we do not suck anyone's asshole, so this will be an honest review. Okay, well let's start with eyes as normal. And just as of recording this, I don't see any prices anywhere unless I completely miss them. I will put them up on the screen for you. Okay, so these are going to be available a week today from me filming this. I believe it's going straight into Sephora, which is huge deal, and Sephora Canada. I think us over here in the UK are gonna have to wait. Might get lucky, who knows? Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so these are the palettes. This red is like a really soft matte red. That's the kind of packaging you're getting, you know, that kind of velvety matte. You have a name of the palette and kind of the swatches as well on the back here. This is Brilliant Blue, and of course I got Passionate Purple. Why would I try a brand without getting some of their purple eyeshadows? We can probably mix them up a little bit today. What I love, okay, let's just dive into the brand. What I really like about these eyeshadow palettes and the range is that they are block monochromatic options. You have your nudes, you have your reds, you have your kind of black and grays, purple, green, oranges and yellows, blue, browns, block. I am so bored and over brands being all nudes with 2 colors. Oh, they're all nudes, but there's a splash of blue. They're all nude, but here's... So I love that you can just pick up one of these. And it's that's my blue palette, that's my purple. That's just personal preference. Some people like to have the option of nude. Some people may not wear blue every day. Some people may not wear purple every day. I know a lot of people do though. I think once we find our color, that's our color. The packaging for the actual palette itself is that kind of same matte, but kind of soft, that soft matte plasticky feel. Not fingerprinty, it doesn't keep hold of fingerprints as far as I can see. You have a mirror on the inside here and 8 colors inside. I have to admit, these purples are a lot more muted than I expected from looking at some of the pictures. The blues are very, very vibrant. These are crazy vibrant. And this blue, honestly, my camera, on my monitor, I bet when I edit it, it'll be fine, but this is a bit deeper blue than the comparison I'm about to give, but it reminds me of Electric Eel in terms of that vibrancy from MAC, that vibrancy and that pigmentation, so that's a good one. Okay. Guys, I'm so sick. Talking is making me out of breath. Okay, guys, don't mind if I turn my fan up, do you? You might hear a bit of background noise, but it's too hot. I think I want to do something actually quite more icy blue, and then add maybe a tint of purple shimmer or something like that. Okay, let's start with this darker blue. Let me grab a mirror. And I'm just going to go in with a fluffy brush. I'm using the Refa brushes again. These are so beautiful. These brushes, I now gravitate towards them whenever I'm doing my eye makeup because nothing goes wrong Okay, so let's have a look at the pigmentation we get from, this is just one dip into the color itself, into that deeper blue. Does it mention the different finishes on the back here? So there's different textures in here. So you have a 3D matte, which is an innovative cream to powder for high impact pigments. Beautiful. Matte, which is a velvety soft true matte finish. Satin, which is soft luminosity without glitter. Thank you so much. And then you have metallic, which is dimensional pearl blend for maximum shine. You know me and glitter, I'm trying to get used to it. That's really, really beautiful. It blends a dream. Like, that is stunning. Get these really nice soft edges, and that's from one dip into the palette. I've gone a little bit more on this crease like I would, and I've blended it out softly around these edges. I love that. Love that color. Okay, so first impressions. Formula, beautiful. Blends really nicely. I think this is one of the mattes, because it's matte. Imagine the excitement of being a makeup artist. Like, it's what you do all day, every day, and being able to formulate and use your own products. That must be so exciting. Also nerve-wracking, right? Couldn't be me. I could never do it. I don't think I have the guts or the patience. What have I done to the shape? Messed up the shape. Just look how easy this is to blend. It's just so beautiful. I always say this thing of eyeshadows. Some eyeshadows feel like you are blending them, and some eyeshadows feel like you're just moving them around. This feels like I'm having a really good time blending. I'm able to softly blend up here, and I'm not having to go back over and be like, oh shit, now I need to blend this area, now I need to blend this area because that's just moved. Love that. That's a beautiful, beautiful formula. That's just that blue here. For those of you who care, I know some people don't, I personally don't. As I always say, I do my eyes first. I have no fallout here. Again, that's a combination of the brush you're using and the texture you're using, but still no fallout. There was very minimal fallout in the pan, and anything that did, it just picked up on a brush. So that isn't an issue at all. If that is an issue for you, I desperately want to go into this blue so you can see it. Where I'm going to use it is a whole thing. Let's just go into this icy blue, which I think is going to come out pretty much just white on me, but oh no, when they say it's that color, it's that color. Oh, my mouth watered a little bit looking at that. Imagine a pastel shade that actually comes out that color. These are really, really beautiful. These are really stunning textures. I kind of want to, let's go into this, like, so we just use this one. I want to go into this one because it kind of looks like a midway between this and this. Let's just blend that. We're doing very, very social media makeup today. Stunning. You know what? I kind of wish I'm gonna get one of the neutral palettes, because this formula on textured lids, or you know, perhaps clients who have a more what you would call a mature eyelid, this formula would be beautiful. It just glides and it's smoothing. Can you almost see that? I don't think this isn't the brand isn't like, this is what this does. In my opinion, this looks really smoothing on my lids. Like, my lids look smooth. Oof. Okay. Okay. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Let's go into this blue here, this really bright one that I was talking about earlier. Where? Actually, no, let's put that on a small brush, again from Refa, and let's put that here. And then let's take, again, that really, this kind of like mid-tone light blue here, and just blend that into this. Into that darker blue and just kind of blend where this I'm gonna call it 80s blue, that kind of 80s blue meets the darker, and just blend that in a bit more. In my mind with this look, I've got like ice type Pokemon in mind, you know what I mean? I don't know what it is with my algorithm, but suddenly I've just been getting loads of Pokemon stuff. I mean, I love it. It's great. Okay, let's go in with this silvery, frosty shade. I think this is one of the metallics with no glitter. And just do that on the inside corner. I want to try finger one side, but I will have to use a brush as well, just for precision at some point. There you go. There it is. Ooh. Oh. Fingers on both sides is fine. Look how. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I'm so happy that's showing up nice on camera as well, because sometimes when you do shimmers on camera, they kind of just look kind of flat, but these look great. Let me go in with a brush. I want to go for a flat synthetic brush, something that's probably perhaps usually like a lip brush, let's say, or nail detailer brushes are good for this kind of thing. What's this? I think this is a liner brush from Glisten Cosmetics, and I'm just going to pile that up with the silver, and I just want to get right into that inside corner. Actually, that's not dense enough. You want something denser because you want that impact of like a finger, you know? Just to get right on that inside corner. Okay, let me just tidy up around the eyes a little bit. So again, a little bit of fallout on here, but that's because of the brushes I used. I used a very long long blending brush like this, so when I flick it, of course there's more fallout going to happen. If it was a smaller, denser brush, you pack it on, there's not that much fallout, but again, doesn't matter to me because I do my eyes first. Let's just do a bit of concealer, and I'm going with my Tear concealer, of course. Okay, of course I need to do a little bit of purple in this look. I feel like every single look I've done this week, or over the past maybe 3 weeks, has been blue and purple, but that's life. Going back in with the Refa brush 03. This is a beautiful pointed like pencil brush. And then let's keep it quite light. I'm gonna go into this purple here. Lean to a side a little bit. Oh, I didn't get in my crease. Can you see in my crease there? I completely missed that out. Why would I do something like that? Like butter. That was beautiful. I'm actually gonna take the brush with a little bit of blue on and just blend underneath. So we get that very subtle, very subtle blue halo, but we're also just blending the purple. And I want to go in with one of the deeper, richer purples. So let's go in with this one, just in the outside corner here. And then, which I really like in this, one thing I've just spotted in this purple palette is this kind of like pinky neutral right here, which I'm gonna take and tap it on this inside corner just to kind of join this silvery blue and this purple together. Oh yeah, it's nice and soft. It's almost like joining together really subtly. Okay, I'm just gonna whack on a bit of foundation. I'm using this new cushion from Tokobo. This is beautiful. What's it called? The Apple something. Apple Dewy Fit cushion. You'll see it. This is the shade 25 Peanut. 25 Peanut, and it is just the most stunning, glowy cushion. Look how beautiful that is. It just looks like skin. I'm just down for a foundation that just looks like skin recently, and that looks beautiful. Oh, I need a bit more coverage. You know what, do you ever think, why did I pick that spot? I had a blemish right here that was just clearing up, and then right next to it, I pick a spot, and it wasn't a spot, it was like a blackhead, but it was really in my skin. And you know, once you see a blackhead, you're like, no, that needs to come out my face. I'm showing off my sleeves because you can't see them on camera. Let's get on to cheeks. Now, I have a blush and a bronzer. So I have Single Mother. It's called the Very Beautiful Velvet Blush. That's quite the claim. It's described as cashmere-inspired powder melts into skin with a blurring cloud matte finishes. This comes in 6 shades and the name pays tribute to the immigrant experience. That's cute, that's nice. Okay, and this is a product inside. Going with a Refa 04, this angle brush. I went for a pinky one because I've been really just into pinks, and this was kind of a little bit of a standout. Ooh, I kind of went in quite heavy and there wasn't much kick up, which is really nice. Kind of like a... Oh, hair in my mouth. Oh, hair in my mouth. I'm gonna brush hair in my mouth. We're definitely having like an 80s moment today. That's beautiful. Really stunning. I mean, I haven't gone back into the palette. This is actually me just one side, one side. The pigment, I mean, it's very easy to pick up the pigment and it lasts, it spreads. Some powder blushes, right? I think we go through stages of what we like and what we don't like. And I am very much in the cream blush era because a lot of powder blushes at the moment tend to be, when they're in the palette, really tightly pressed, which means that they're kind of blocky, and when you put them on, they're not like this. They're not velvety, they're not smooth. They don't look smooth on the skin like this. Whereas this is very soft, and they're right, it is like cashmere-y. I love that. I absolutely love that. That's beautiful. My eyes are uneven. Not today. Not today. I can't be doing it today. Okay, and then we have a bronze. Oh, why did I put the bronzer on first? Oh. When you're sick, your mind just doesn't work, does it? Oh, this is huge. This is called Hard Working. Yeah, that makes sense to me, right? Let's take a look. Let's investigate really quickly. A smaller pan for blush, a bigger pan for bronzer. Why? Because people tend to use a lot more bronzer than they do blush. I know a lot of people who will sooner just do a whole face of bronzer or, you know, quickly, than wear blush. Not a lot of people wear blush. But you use bronzer in a lot more areas, around the forehead, down the neck sometimes, wherever you want to use it. So I really like the thought that's gone into that. Okay, I'm actually going to go in with a Sigma brush here. This is their large angled contour. I'm just going to go around the blush. Yes, I would have done this before. Usually I don't really think of that. Whoopsie. I did not consider pigment there for a second. I just went in, but it's blending really nicely out. You can definitely see that's made a bit of an impact. Oh, that's actually beautiful on top of the blush. Let's add a little bit more blush here. I actually love that mix. I actually love that mix of it. Oh, sorry, did I say the shades? I did, yeah. Beautiful. I'm just going to take the brush that I use to blend out my concealer with no extra product on, and I'm just going to brush from the middle of my face here outwards towards that blush, so it almost fades it out a little bit, because I don't know if you can see, I have this kind of like line here, and that's just coming from my skin texture at the moment. When I'm sick, my skin just seems to say, fuck you. Stunning, beautiful. I've done something wrong on the eyes, and it's here. It's too harsh. That's what it is. That blend's too harsh. 1 second. Okay, let's move on to some lips. I'm just gonna erase my lip, but I use this because my redness in my lips always changes the color of the lip product, and I really like to see the lip product, how it looks in the tube or the pencil or whatever. And with this lip primer, this is by a brand called Javin de Sol, and it's like, it's not concealer, it has a slight tingle to it, nothing spicy or too crazy. I can't deal with that personally. And then it sets a little bit waxier. Oh, I forgot the eye pencil. So I got a brown and a black. I think we're gonna go with a black. This is called Along the Lash Line. Makes sense. And how are these described? Accentuating long-wear lip line. That's not it. In-depth development to deliver the highest pigmentation possible in a liner. 10 shades named after Hung's signature eyeliner tips. And along the lash line is the blackest black. So it's one of those wind-up ones. Do we have a sharpener this side? Yes, we do. So don't go putting your lid. Oh, that's good. They made it so you can't stack too much, because okay, what would happen with pencils like this is the sharpener's here for you, so you can sharpen this to get to a really good point. But then people will put naturally we put our lids on the back of our pencils, right? Oh, sorry, I'm so sick, I could just feel my skin. This one won't let you, because the sharpener gets stuck in that lid. Then you can't put your lid back on your pencil, and you need to, because these kind of pencils would dry out. That's kind of like gel-like pencil if you didn't have a lid on properly. Okay, wow. Oh, I just drew on my contact. That really is. Oh, sorry, I just moved my contacts on my eyes. That really is deep, deep black. We don't want to leave it just as a line like that though. We just want to blend that in. I'm just going to hold my pencil at a slight angle and just gently rub it on the lash line. Let's have a little swatch there. Look how dark that is. That's beautiful. Okay, so I got the lip liner above the line. This is the Accentuating Longwear Lip Liner. Smooth gliding color that moves with your lips all day. Unique shade range, can mix and match with your favorite lipstick to complement your lip shape, skin tone, and favorite look. And I got this one because it's a deeper neutral brown, and it's the kind of tones that I tend to use to sculpt my lip with any lip color. So let's give that a go. So this definitely has, it's kind of like a little bit warmer. It has like a bit of a redness to it. You're probably thinking, what the fuck is he doing with his lip? But it's going to make sense in a minute. And again, that set very, very well just in those few minutes. I still do have a bit of blend time if you want to blend, but not a lot of people blend. Oh my god, stop fucking talking while I'm trying to do your lips. Not a lot of people blend their lip liner, right? Okay, so we have two different lipsticks. We have 88 and May May. These are the creamy matte lipsticks. Pure, intensely pigmented color with a modern matte finish. Weightless, comfortable, and feels like a second skin. And ooh, wait a minute. That shape, that lip hugging sweep there. So when you apply it, it's capturing the lip like this. Love that. Yeah, we're definitely doing 88. Okay. Wow, these are full color. Like, that's wild. Okay, so this is the shade 88. I've gone for that very nude into the darker brown. I'm going to try on the other one too with a lip liner. Just because I think the pink and blue with a blush would go really nice. But this is this color. Okay, well this is the full face done off the Hung Vanngo new makeup line. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Eyes, pigment, smooth. Look at that smooth blend. All the colors, all the textures, all the formulas blending beautifully together. Absolutely stunning. This lip, I love this combination. This kind of like brown. Oh, I've been saying that wrong. Mammy. M-A-M-E. That's my dyslexia for you. With the pencil. Beautiful combination. Feel really lightweight, and it is matte because it's that creamier matte. It's very comfortable to wear and does just move with the lip. I'm very impressed with the blush, the bronzer as it sits on my skin a little bit longer. I really like the way it's looking. So stunning. If I had to recommend one thing from the collection, it would be the eyeshadow palettes. The eyeshadow palettes are so beautiful. Like, I kind of want to take this off and go back in again with a purple palette and do something, but not today. But I'm excited to use them again. The lip pencils are beautiful. This is gonna stay. I've tried to wipe off the eyeliner off my hand. It's really gonna stay, so that's a good sign if you have eyeliner that tends to leak or seep or whatever. This I tried to take off with micellar water. It's still there on my hand and I had a good scrub. So that's a good sign. Just make sure you do remove it with like an oil-based cleanser so you're not scrubbing too hard on the eye. An oil-based cleanser will just melt that product right off for you. Okay, well thank you so much for joining me. Let me know if you'd like to try any of these products down below. As I said, I mean, it should be available now, so I'll link it down below for you. But I'm sure you can just go to Sephora and search it. But sometimes it's easier just to have a link, isn't it? Thank you so much to the Hung Vanngo team for sending these products to me. They are beautiful. Congratulations on a beautiful launch. Beautiful products. Wouldn't have expected anything else, to be honest with you. Thanks again for joining me, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.